Drake's son doesn't look like him. Here's the real reason why. A few years ago, Drake introduced the world to his 3-year-old son Adonis. The boy doesn't look like his father. He has blue eyes and curly blonde hair. Drake was convinced that it was indeed his biological child. He took a paternity test before going public. What's even more surprising is that Adonis doesn't even look like his mom. She has brown eyes and brown hair. So everyone was pretty amazed because Adonis looked different from both his parents. As the Canadian star, Drake and Sophie Brussaux were never in a relationship. All they had was a one-night stand. Sophie Brussaux is a retired adult film star. She was born and raised in France and now paints full-time. Drake was seen having dinner with Sophie only once, and that was back in January 2017 when he was visiting Amsterdam. When Sophie found out she was pregnant, she told Drake about it. In May 2017, Sophie told TMZ that she was receiving messages from Drake requesting her to terminate the pregnancy, but she refused to do it at the time. Drake's rep said, if it is in fact Drake's child, which he does not believe, he would do the right thing by the child. Adonis was born on October 12, 2017, but Drake kept the situation private from the public. It took almost a year before he talked about his new son publicly. The Canadian singer and French artist decided to keep their parenthood a secret. They wanted to protect their child from the media, and Drake wasn't certain it was his son, because Sophie was one of many women claiming he got them pregnant. That's why Drake asked her for a paternity test. But it took a long time because the first DNA test results were ruined in transit. Drake said, I was in a really weird pending situation where I didn't want to go tell the world that it was my son, and it wasn't. The second test result confirmed that Adonis was indeed his son. In March 2020, Drake finally admitted he was the father of Sophie's son. The rap star said, I wasn't hiding my kid from the world, but I was hiding the world from my kid. In March 2020, Drake did something really special. He put 6 pictures of his son on Instagram for everyone to see. He introduced his son to the world and told us his name is Adonis. Then in May, Adonis's mom, Sophie, shared a video of Adonis calling Drake dad. Adonis currently lives in Paris, France with his mother, Sophie, but he also spends a lot of time with his father in Toronto and California. Drake takes his role as a father very seriously. He cares a lot about his son. When he received a big award from Billboard in 2021, he dedicated it to his son Adonis. That's how much he loves him. Drake and Sophie are not a couple, and they have never been, but they maintain a good relationship because of co-parenting. Drake claimed, I'm still learning to communicate with a woman who we've had our moments. I do want to be able to explain to my son what happened, but I don't have any desire for him to not love his mother. I don't ever want the world to be angry at his mother. We have found ourselves in a situation, and we are both equally responsible now. I'm just really excited to be a great father. You are probably still wondering why Drake's son doesn't look like his father and mother. Why does the boy have blonde hair and blue eyes? Adonis looks that way because of genetics. There is no rule that a child has to look like their parents exactly. When you see what Drake's parents looked like, everything becomes clear. His mother, Sandy Graham, has blonde hair and blue eyes. That is the answer. Genes can sometimes skip a generation. This is extremely rare, yet it is possible. That's why Drake's son doesn't look like his parents. He looks like his grandmother by the way he really loves his mother because she's always been there for him. Her name is Sandy Graham, and she comes from a Jewish Canadian family. She used to be an English teacher and also worked with flowers as a florist. Drake's dad, Adonis Graham, was a musician, but his parents divorced when Drake was just 5 years old. So, Drake grew up with his mom taking care of him. The singer loves his family a lot. Adonis is his only son, and he appreciates these relationships.